Wait. 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 It says lithium. Lithium, lithium, liquid lithium. Oh, so lithium itself is gas. And welcome people, my name is your Chicken Man, and my apologies. Yesterday we did had a episode. I was extremely tired and I couldn't sleep well, so I was just updating my power cable infrastructure. I changed all my cables in as ultimate universal cable, and this cable holds 2.2 giga FE per cable. I think at least it is. So now we have a huge inner buffer of power in our system, plus these few power banks, etc. So things are looking very nice on that. Something that I noticed, and I want to tell for whoever is wondering why things don't work as they think they should. If you haven't noticed, these energy cubes has different output rate depending on their tier. So I had earlier that power comes in one cube, it goes through a next one and next one, and then it goes into our system. But that's not a very good way when you have different tier cubes. The example is basic energy cube is outputting only 1.6k FE per tick. Comparing on ultimate energy cube, which is outputting 102,000 FE per tick. So that means that if I put this all in a row and then cable out from this whole setup, only what I can get out from it is 1.6k FE, because that's the lowest amount of outputting what we can get from these cubes. So that's why they are now this way. So we have our cable, and then these cubes is connected on this cable. So now all these cubes is full, and if some point happens that we run out of power inside our cables, we can actually take power from these cubes. And it doesn't matter like of their output rates, because this one gives so much more than this basic one. So we have a bunch of power anyway. If you have ever wondered what's going on with your output rates. Same thing I was wondering here. I had my reactor, and then my cables were empty for some reason. I have no idea why. Like I had earlier that Ender IO cable going like from here to down there, and it wasn't full, which is very, very weird. I still have no idea why. But and these cables aren't full either. This is full, so I am assuming that things aren't going anywhere right now, because that's full. This is like last thing which is filling itself, I assume. This is connected to my battery bank up there, and technically my whole network is built from there to go anywhere, everywhere where we're going. So I have no idea why these cables aren't still full. No idea. But this one doesn't produce any power right now. Very slowly draining. It might be that this reactor is losing power over time. That's maybe one sad thing. I think it's leaking out power, because this one isn't using any power. This one is full. We have few places though which is using power. So maybe it's just that, but I still have no idea why these cables aren't full. And what we do today. Also, I did realize something. flight augment for my chest. I can make it. I can get creative flight with chest plate, so I don't need jetpack anymore. I can make fully upgraded top tier gear and have a steel flight. So that's very nice. Also, I can make this one with resistance. I don't take too much damage. I have wither resistance or not, but I might do it at some point. And talking about wither stars, now we have 665. I had to turn this off because we get so many. The 665 should last while. So yeah, that's why I turned it off. Here we have 665, and this whole time my wither star farm has been going and growing and moving. This one still hasn't grown, not even once. I have no idea why. But here we have 5 wither stars. So yeah, that's not very fast. As its own, of course, we can accelerate even more, but as it is, not extremely fast. But yeah, for today, I was thinking that we could start our, like, technically first bigger building, which includes a lot of different components, and we can make our diagram of our parts in our barrel example. And then eventually, once we have all things together, we can start actually building it. Because last time I was thinking that we could go up to this ultimate induction provider and induction cell, which capacity is 1.6 tera FE. Sadly, some of this very first step includes lithium dust, and getting lithium dust is not so simple as you could imagine. We need to go deeper in the mechanism. Where is our? There it is. And join in this production line. I have no idea, do I need to actually make this chemical infuser? Why this is locked is my question. No idea. Actually, we don't need. Oh, I see. This is going this way, and yeah, this is locked because this isn't opened. But yeah, we did make this thermal evaporation tower, and we need 2 of them, because first we make brine water from water inside one of these evaporation towers. Looks like this. And then we want to make liquid lithium, so we just run this brine through another tower and we get liquid lithium. And then we need this rotary condensator. No, we don't want that. We want this chemical crystallizer, so we can turn this liquid lithium into solid, and it's going to be lithium dust. And then this lithium dust we can use however we want. So, and then yet again, I really like to have physical, beautiful, big tank, and I haven't tested out yet. So let's make a little test. We have our Ender IO cables, which we haven't made apparently ever. So let's get this one. It's just Ender IO class and binder. Here we don't have binder. I think I should have like elevator from this level down there, so it's much easier to get up here. Let's take binder and then ender IO class. That I should have in here if I remember correctly. Well, that's enough, I think. Or was it 6? It wasn't. Okay, cool. So now we have 8 of these pressurized fluid conduits, and with ender IO you need to remember that if you are using those liquid or fluid conduits, use pressurized always, because if you have the normal one, that is affected by gravity. So if you are going upper direction, it doesn't work properly if it's not pressurized. So that's why I would highly recommend use always pressurized, though no matter are you going up or down. So now we have our fluid tank from create, and I want test, can I move water from here into here? At least it connects, that's something. And this insert extract always active. It will fill, okay. That's perfect. Because now we can build sink, then we can build huge, like from sink we take water into our first tower, and then that brine water we move into our buffer, and then from our buffer we move into next tower, and then next buffer for that liquid, what the heck it was, lithium, and we go from there. Okay, that's awesome to know, because with Mekanism fluid pipes we couldn't connect into fluid tanks, and apparently this fluid tank will also get like empty. Oh, this one works. Okay, cool. But yeah, okay, so let's take our barrel to be our diagram. We can put this like where I built this setup. Maybe here, like somewhere this direction. Here I can make a little pillar. Let's put it here. I will probably make like some kind of more open area here. Remove a little bit things from there. So actually, question: how big we can make from this? I think it was like 3 by 3 by something. Or was it 4 by 4? And apparently those pumps looks different these days. If you're feeling real low and need a place to go, just go to High Town. If you're looking for love, 2 by 2. That's not 3 by 3. By more than... Wait, what? Can it go up to 30? Well, we definitely don't want to go up to 30 blocks. But, let's build first sink, because that's like our very first thing what we need. It's just very silly, like, sink or just... We can use just block of water, because we will use Mekanism pump. So let's do that. So there's my one sink. So let's take bucket of water, will be our first in our line. And I can build also our diagram a little bit in on my backpack. Then we need pump from Mekanism. this one, so we need one more bucket. Then we need steel casing. I think it was that one. Osmium, probably steel, and then bucket of water, or empty bucket actually. Oh, it was infused alloy that we have here. There's our pump, so now we have water pumping into our tower, and now we need to build those towers. We don't need you yet, so you can go in here. And for our tower we need, like, it was just like bucket. 4 blocks wide, 4 blocks long. So it's 4x4, and minimum height of 3 blocks, and 18 is maximum. Like, where in Earth you need 18 blocks tall freaking evaporation tower? I mean, if you don't want to have buffers, like a buffer tank between, I think maybe then, but that's just massive, horrendous, I would say. And then center is hollow. So 4x4 is 16. And we could make like 4 tall, so it looks like exactly like a cube. So 16 times 4. $64, and then 64 minus 6 is 58. 58 is blocks amount what we need, minus 4, because we have input, or output, and then controller. So we need 54 per pillar or tower. Okie dokie, let's start making these. Luckily they're cheap. Luckily they're cheap. So let's make these 54. 56, 54. Then we need another one which has 54. Perfect. And then we need these valves of 3. Oh, this needs more of these. Shame. We need 3 of these valves each, so that means we need 16. 6 valves. And then this controller is more than panel and bucket. So 2 buckets, 2 panels, and then those controllers. Okay, and now we need to make more of these, so we have actually 54 again, which apparently isn't possible. And that is like, should be all these, which we don't need anymore. like so. Let's go to our barrel and drop those there. It's very small though. It's very... I was expecting this to be larger. Then our evaporation tower number 1. Then our evaporation tower number 2. And then middle of here we will put our 1 tank. I need to put like upgrade on this barrel or something. Because this is much better size, so let's choose this. Now we're talking about it. And now there's of course all screwed. So we have our water bucket, then our power. Our pressures fully conduits from here to here. And then our tank. And now question is how large tanks we are making. Because those special liquid lithium is something what we do need in future, so now we can build bigger buffer for that one. That brine, I don't think we need that too much. Or anything. We can turn this as gases or lithium. We can make chlorine and sodium from brine. Maybe some point needed. Well, it doesn't hurt anyone to actually make those buffers big and big enough. So maybe we are smart and make bigger ones. Now question is, how difficult is this to make? Not difficult. We need barrels and then these copper plates. Well, I have 4 stacks of copper plates. This can now run the rest of the day. Because it's not fast. It's not fast. But while that's happening, let's make our barrels. So each tank needs 1 barrel. And if we have 3x3 by 3, that's 18. No, that's 24. I think I make 48 per tank. I think. So we need a lot of logs, and now we can use our tree farm, take advantage from this. Not apples, not saplings, logs. And now we need a lot of slabs. And then we don't need these, we need just regular barrels, which was... Don't be dumb. There, there. That's 64 barrels. And I said 48. 48 barrels, so we need more. Obviously more, but We need 32 more. So now we have 48. 48 of those. Of course, we had already these 2 fluid tanks, which we don't use right now. But it's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. We have so much coarse dirt. I can have these in my storage. I think I had coarse. Yeah, there it is. Not as lush. Oh, well, in that case, we don't want that. Never mind. Okay, let's put these back in here. And now we need just make these tanks. And wait that this machine actually makes these very slow. I really should make my Mekanism machines even a little faster and like usable. Even a little bit. Because these are just super slow. Super slow. But I haven't done anything with my create for a very long time. But while that's happening, what else we need for these evaporation towers? Heater. Oh right, that was it. Wait, did I remove heater from this list? No, I didn't. There it is. So let's make that one. What the hell it is? We don't need any of those actually. Just one of those. And then I guess it was... Wait, is it tin? It is, okay. Then we need alloy, then we need gold, then we need redstone. Oh, I went also mining a little bit to get diamonds because I had only like a few hundred left. So now we have a few thousand. And then a little bit emerald and all other shenanigans. Some coal as well. And clay balls, now we have 13,000. We had like 60 or something. So we are set for that. Actually, we need these heaters too. So let's make one more. Like so. And I think now we have everything. Like, we have input valve, which has water in it, or brings water in. We have heater on the other valve. And then one valve is output. I think. Controller. Each valve is used to pump liquids in and out of the tower. To make brine, you will need to give it water. And then valve output brine. And third valve is used to heat up the movement. Yeah. That's all what we need for those. And then once we finish those tanks or buffer tanks, then we eventually will have liquid lithium. And this liquid lithium we pump into this chemical crystallizer, which will turn lithium as dust. This takes much shorter time than I was expecting, actually, this crafting part. So what we do for you, or what we need for you, we need fluorine, one of those. Fluorine I have here, absolutely horrendous amount, but we need two. Then we need ultimate circuits, which I don't have, right? I haven't automated those. Wait, no, I have atomic alloys, but I don't have those. Can we handcraft these? We can. Do I want to handcraft them? That's 240 millibuckets. How much is one block? I have no idea. But we can just take 2 of those, 4 of these, and just make ultimate control circuits. Is this still running? It is. Oh, we don't have refined obsidian anymore. Well, that might be totally fine, because we are now getting this refined alloy, and then we have almost 300 atomic alloys. So now we just need more. Oh, okay. So this is producing that. Then it goes through pipes. Here, obviously, yes. And since this is producing faster those atomic alloys, then this is getting refined obsidian. These both machines can keep running, and we still get both of these alloys. That is great situation. That is great situation. Okay, now we need refined obsidian ingots, which is also downstairs. Also fully automated. Right here. So 4 of those. There is that bad boy done. Let's go pick up our plates, what we have here available. Okay, there's our first 48. So we need like 60, 59, 59 more. Okay, here is our heaters. Those goes also on those. Why they are not identical, I have no idea. And then here will be our tank. And then our next tank will be here. And then after the one tank, we will have just our chemical crystallizer. And then it's done? Seriously? Yeah, and then we need some kind of barrel or something to store those items. Like one stack upgrade on the barrel. Actually, it's single item. Why we are using barrels when we can use drawers? And then just diamond upgrade. And in this one we don't want void upgrade, because we don't need to produce that forever. Once it's full, and then it can stop. Which is totally fine. So let's actually do that. And then the tank we can put here, then we need one conduit in that one conduit in that one. And then everything is done, I'm pretty sure. And it took only 34 minutes, like crafting the whole thing. I was expecting it to take much longer. But since we were so fast, I guess we can just go mine this area open a little bit. Because it would be very nice to have like exactly like somewhere here. Wait, what? Oops. I forgot to remove my 9x9 freaking augment from my freaking pickaxe. Thank you so much. Oh well, things happens. Like would be very nice height or level. So this level we will build our thing. Like so. And then here we will put our last of our line right here. No, I want you there. That's like, I mean, I do understand why this works this way, that if you are facing front, it will put inside if it's empty. But these upgrades, who the heck want keep upgrades stored in drawer? I guess someone could, but still. And then our crystallize machine we can place is right here. We can just power it from under, but it's fine. And then our whole tank first one will be like somewhere here. It's not this tall, but we can just make a little space, and then so we can actually see. Actually, wait, it's creative flight, so I can also hover, right? I'm pretty sure. I will make it armor off camera between episodes. I probably will upgrade my swords and everything while I do that. Swords, pickaxes, armors. Like now we can actually see this cool looking power. It will be here, 3x3, and then tall. What? I can't even calculate correctly in these says anymore. Oh my jeez. Well, we had 48, and now we are missing 36. So we need 54 after all. And then we have a buffer tank of 432 buckets. Of course, this is nothing comparing what we could make with one tiny block with Mekanism example. But this just looks so much cooler, you know? That's why I'm making this. Oh, and then I've been exploring a little bit my cave, and it seems to be like never ending. Like, for example, if we go this direction, it just goes deeper, and it goes very deep, and then we have this absolutely huge cave here, full of pillars and all cool shenanigans. Oh, and here we had a few random spawners which just spawned one mob and then I just slayed, and it wasn't very challenging. But these just keep going and going and going. I like these updated caves, what we have in Minecraft. They look so impressive. And then I guess we built this evaporation tower. And for this shenanigans we need... I guess I could just... I'll put it just next to it. Again, it takes a little bit more space, but it definitely looks better. Then hole from here. Okay, let's see what we have space to work with here. Then we need, of course, some light. Actually, that's not even the light thing. This is light indicator. That's fine. I have no idea why I have again, like, if I turn it off, it still leaves these yellow things. Okay, and then these blocks. And this was 4x4, so let's leave it like 3 blocks between. Probably nice. Then 4. Here's our floor. Then our controller we could have here, which makes very sense. Then one valve right here, so it's easy to get from here to here in middle of this container. And then our water, because this is 4x4, I freaking hate this, because we need to put stuff middle, and now we can't make these like OCD friendly, and I hate it. But let's put our water input here, and then water there. Pump. Actually, water comes in here, and pump connects to this one directly. Although wait, what? No. False. This first power doesn't need water, but this heater we can put back here, and then just power it. Like so. power goes there. So let's put a little light orb here. Thank you. And then I just fill that once we have powered everything. And then the rest of this goes right like around here. Now it was formed first time. And we still don't have enough. Kidding me? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 4x4. It is cube. So now my question is... where is my... Oh, there. There they are. So there is like 6 too much. Well, it's fine. That's all good. Let's go check out, can we build our... or make our tanks now? We can indeed. Thank you. And you can hold the rest of these. And now my ore situation is this good that I can just pop, 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 and remove them. My ore situation is that good. Also, because I was running low on coal, I just made this digital miner. Oh, wait, what? Oh, right, I emptied. I put this digital miner mining all coal from this particular area. And then I just... and it was with silk touch. And after all blocks were done, I think it was like 1.4k blocks. I built this whole area full of those coal ore blocks, and then of course with vein miner and with my Fortune 5 pickaxe, we got bunch. We got bunch. Where the hell I was going here? So now we build another tank, same size than this is obviously, and again 3 away from this one, so we need a little bit more space. Like so. Rest of my things. And now we need 6 more. 6 more. I forgot that. We need 6 more. We'll make some barrels. I'm still so surprised how fast this is. Like, consider. Oh no! Now I forgot to completely take a screenshot from that diagram. Well, it actually never was fully made anyway. But at least I can take a screenshot from our build when it's ready. So 3 between, and then just Paul boy. What? I'm still missing 6 after I made 6 more. What is going on? Seriously? How is this happening? Well, can't deny that. Because I made 6 more, right? I did. luckily, fast crafting. Okay, maybe now we have enough. Osmium, you can go away, thank you. Yeah, I need to clean this area as well, so we can enjoy this beautiful view. Thank you. So now these two buffer tanks is done. And since this is smaller than that one, I think we could put it here. It's 4 tall. That's 4. But let's put it here. But let's make this a little bit bigger. Kind of like to make this whole area same level than that. And I will. I will. But our operation tower comes here in this corner. It's a little bit... I mean, if I leave it 1, 2, 3, place it here. It's perfectly in this... Oh my... I couldn't make this... I can't make this up. What a perfect design. And then... Controller goes there. This goes here. Then... Or... Wait, this is not 4. Oops. Now it's 4. Yeah, it looks weird. It looks a little bit weird, yeah. Much better. And then our heater, another heater, I guess I just put it here. And then water input comes in here. Like so. And then our pump and water. Let's make this actually even with this base, like this. And then I will hide that water block inside and just seal it off. So where was that input? Here. Our pump goes there. No. Most definitely not that way. Houston, we might have a problem. Rotate. There we go. Wait. Wait. I'm very confused now. I thought... Yeah, that is... Oh wait, now I know what I'm doing wrong. We put this here, and then I guess we power from this direction, and then one cable there, or not cable, pipe over there, and then we're good to go. And water goes there. Yeah. And then we just more light. So let's put orb there, and then orb there that will lit that area. Then I will remove this whole ceiling from this that direction. And actually perfect. We are doing 5 by 5 area, so this is perfect. Well, this is only 2. Yeah, it's fine. Like, there's also augment or enchantment or something that when you're flying, because you're mining obviously slower when you're mining or diving, that there's a augment which will remove that debuff when you're flying. But I think it's nicer that way, because now this is like controllable much more easily when you're flying and it's slower. Because in this state of game my mining is so fast, so it's definitely a problem sometimes. If you want to make something like accurate work. And then, if I have understood correctly, only thing what we do need to add is just pipes connecting these tanks and then give power for them. And then our setup is ready. I was prepared to make this in 2 episodes. Seriously. But it seems that we are so good that it's done in 1. And I must say, it looks very cool. I think. I hope you like it as well. Let's get rid of those orbs, and then of course, top of these tanks, we need to add some light. I'm just sort of confused. Do I have it active or not? I think now it's not active, but freaking don't. Okay, so wait, I have extra things in my inventory. Oh no. Our heater. And actually, I think my heater I will power from this side, because our pump is coming here as well. So we just take our cable and we go around here. Like so. And you may have noticed that I have these cables now in my storage unit, because I have so much space here, and when you build cables you do need a lot of them. So that's why I have them in here. And then universal cables, I will turn these into ultimate eventually. Those are just what I managed to pick up while I was changing my network. So let's get you there. Can I squeeze my... I could. There we go. And I know nobody will ever say this again, but let's make it still look pretty. Like so. And I think at this particular point, actually, since this managed to waterlock things, let's do it this way. And we can go underground with our cables. So this has now power what it needs. Then we need to go there. So I guess we just go... I don't know. I kind of like to keep this rough edge here. So if I want to make direct cable we choose this route. Like so, and then we take our cable this direction. Like so. And I must say, this pocket storage is so freaking amazing. For example, now I'm just casually mining everything. And of course picking up these things. And example cobblestone, all of them goes inside this pocket storage. And once it gets full, it will void excess automatically. So if you are ever making your own mod pack, I really highly recommend get pocket storage on that mod pack, because it's absolutely freaking lifesaver. I'm not sure can I ever play without it, because it's so convenient. Because at least for me, it's very frustrating when you're building something complicated which has a lot of different blocks, and then your inventory is all the time full of those freaking building blocks. So what you can do, well, your building is much slower all the time. So now my inventory isn't completely stacked all the freaking time. You need power, but you don't have own power input for some reason. That's sad. Well, we will power you from bottom. I hope it's okay for you. Because this is input from there, here to here. Wait! Yeah. Actually. Hold your thoughts. And horses. Yeah, maybe I take cable from here to here. Or pipe, not from here to here. Because this has input here and input here. And I assume... I mean, it's Mekanism machine. Of course I can change this however I want. So technically we could have our pipe coming from here. But I think I want seed. So let's have it from here to here. That's a very bad place for that orb though. Put it there. So then we go under here with our cable. And there is our power hot wire, so to speak. Hot wire means that it has power. And now let's hook them up. Be alive! Be alive! Okay, that one has power. This one... Oh right, the pipe is missing. Okay, so now I need just Mekanism pipes. I do need more of those conduits though. So I didn't make too many. So we need nether quartz to make that glass, I'm pretty sure. Nether quartz there. So let's make 4 stacks. Nether quartz, be so dear, and make more glass for us. And while that's happening, Mekanism pipes, not many. Liquid thing you. Then we need also item pipes for that lithium. So let's have that. Then we need something more, and then of course I need chunk loaded area if it's needed. What else we need for the pressure pipe? I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. Conduits. There we have 56. That's plenty. It might be that we have enough. Like here we just connect these, like, oops. Like so. Wait, you don't have input set. That's why you don't connect, right? 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 Oh, wait, this item. Chemicals. It's input. You must be kidding me. Wait, what? Where the hell this came from? I don't... Put it back there. Power is this. This can't happening. Like, you must be kidding me. Why this can't connect? Well, because oh shit, Ender IO is very forgiving. So I have feeling that if I put this pipe here, they will connect, yes. It looks just very, 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 very bad. But I think that's the only option what we have when I want to use these tanks. Oops. Okay, insert only, and then extract always on. So now liquid comes from here to here, and then it still doesn't connect. Wait, what? Hold your horses. Chemical crystallizer. Do you mean I need gaseous prime? Wait. 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 It says lithium. Lithium, lithium, liquid lithium. Oh, so lithium itself is gas. It can't be. It's not fucking gas. But we need one machine between this. Which is this one, which is super simple to make-ish. Yeah, it is. We need to make it. Well, that explains a lot, and luckily this doesn't change too much. We just put the machine exactly here, and it's all good. No panic, no panic. No hassle, it's fine. Although the machine needs power, I'm very sure. So I just close our gap. Which is stupid itself, but... So we need to leave that empty. Okay, let's go build one machine, and then I think we are ready. It's only hour and a 9 minutes, so it's fine. Not even too long. We need class 2 of those. 4 class 2 of those. Then we need to make that one. It's just osmium. All raw shit away. Osmium redstone. Osmium? Oh, I took tin. Oops. Osmium. There we have. So that one is done. Then we need gold. for that one, and infused alloy. That one, then we need basic fluid tank, that's done. And done. Easy as that. Spinny machine. So now we are feeding power from here into our machine, which is right here. And okay, where there's large square and small square, I assume that large square should be like for becoming liquid, and out small squares that. But let's see what you say. Everything is connected as should. You insert, you don't extract, you extract always, and then you fluid is coming in, and that's only fluid what we have, and then energy is coming from there, and then items is going out from somewhere. That one. Output. That was liquid. Items. Output. Okay, now this is connected this one, this is connected that one. And this should change that liquid lithium into lithium, and then this turns lithium into the lithium dust. And then we need this one here. So left side input, outside, or right side output. And just because sake of my OCD, I want to turn this all off. So now that should be working. Should be working. This is heating. It's red. You can see it's warm. Here we have temperature. So now we need just pipe from here into here, and extract always on. Insert, not extract. So we go from here to here, and then in here same song, different chapter. So extract always on, insert not extract, and then from here, okay, that's this one bottom, so we can also do the same thing here, like so, and extract always on, insert not extracting. And then there we have heater on. So now we need to just put this fluid pipe there. And now it's making brine. Brine is going here. And then in here it goes to lithium, liquid lithium. And here we have tank liquid lithium. And then here, why you don't do anything? Wait, I'm confused. Rotary concentrator. Use. Deconstruct. How can I choose which one it is doing? Condensator or decons thing. Rotary condensator. Oh, Oh, okay. Now we are cooking. So we need to choose here, is it concentrator or deconcentrator? Now we are making lithium, but I think our outputs are wrong again. Auto eject on. Wait, that's for fluids. Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, fluids, items, chemicals. Chemicals, auto eject on. This is chemical, so it's outputting there. It's not. I'm so confused. Like, are we now talking about chemicals or liquids? Well, both of them is outputting on right, which should be... this should be liquid pipe. Fairly certain. No, it's still not liquid pipe. Gas? So it's like chemical? Is chemicals always gas? Why it doesn't say gas if it's chemical? Because chemical can be liquid or freaking something. Where's my gas pipes? Have I ever even made gas for mechanical pipes? Or mechanism? It might be I haven't. So this is mechanical pipe. Then pressure. Oh, hey, this is for gas. So are we now using this freaking pipe between these two? Now we are cooking. Okay, cool. Literally cooking. And then we have our first lithium. Physical lithium. Let's lock that down so it will never run out. And although there is no chance there's anything else coming in that drawer than liquid lithium, but let's lock it just for sake of manners. But hey, it's running people. So if someone's wondering again why we have so huge buffers for brine and liquid lithium, we need brine for something, so we can produce that as well in here wherever we need, and same thing for liquid lithium if we need that somewhere. It could be also a good idea to take from here this gaseous lithium, because apparently that we can use for some different usage, and tank it like somewhere. But yeah, now we are producing lithium dust, and this lithium dust we can use to make this energized induction matrix, which is quite expensive, but still not expensive. Just takes a horrendous amount of resources. Like a lot of green, or not green, bright colors, as you can see, and bright color with Mekanism means it's expensive. But as you can see, this very dull color casing, it's cheaper, and then this purple bright colors, it's expensive. Makes sense. That we can do next time, and then we have absolutely horrendous amount of power stored in that induction matrix. But I'm very pleased how this bad boy looks like. There will be our beautiful. I just like to have those tanks full. It was so cool. But there's that. And I think we are ready. We're ready for next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something, how to make liquid, or how to make lithium dust from water. That's kind of cool, like you make from just pure water, you make lithium dust with few machines. You don't add anything in the system, except heat. But that's cool. Hey, how this looks, by the way. Yeah, they are very empty, but these will also fill up eventually if you just let these backed up. So it's also cool to see like those kind of buckets full of stuff. But yeah, let's continue next time with our conduction matrix. And between episodes I will probably upgrade my gear and do something. But thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you next time. Bye bye.